Hi, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Kira.
And we are the Keepers of the Books, your online librarians. And we are here with a weekly reads wrap-up episode. So these are the books that we are going to talk about today.
Flippin Awesome by Sarah Doughty. This is a book just like what it sounds. It's the science and art of bottle flipping. This book is so cool. It shows you not only the physics of how to properly flip a bottle, but gives you some ways to practice your bottle flipping. It shows you ways to bling out your bottle. It also shows you some trick shots. It also gives you some ideas for advanced maneuvers as well as flippin' heroes. So some other YouTube flippers who have made some really cool videos. And it also has a way to keep track of your score. So how many times you flipped that bottle perfectly. I've done it exactly 3 times, so I'm not the best one of the game boards that has it in there. So the idea is you flip the bottle and try and land it on these areas. Obviously you do not land it on the skull and bones or you lose the game. There's several others, as you can see. I highly recommend this book. So it was perfect for me because I had never flipped a bottle, but it also had a lot of great ideas for those who are seasoned bottle flippers. So I would recommend this for grades 5 and up or ages 10 and up, just because of the reading level. I think anybody though who likes bottle flipping, is a little bit better of a reader, could definitely read this book.
My first book is by Kendra Blair. It is 3 Dark Crowns. I will be honest, I did not finish this book. It's just not my kind of book. But this is a very popular author and people who love her stuff love this book. It is very dark and it is basically the story of 3 sisters who are all in line to be the queen, but only one can be the queen. They each have a different trait. One's a naturalist, one's more of a warrior, and one's a poisonist. Only one of them is allowed to live. So it's their 16th birthday. By their 17th birthday, one of them will be the queen and the other 2 will be dead by the hand of their sister. They are triplets. It has a lot of world building. It's dark, and for the people who like the deep world building type things, there are 3 different distinct societies and you have to get to know each one of them in order for the book to make sense. It starts out a little bit slow, but then the plot does build and it gets faster, and since I did not finish it, but supposedly it has a very intriguing, fantastic ending that really draws you into the world and the story and makes you want to read the second book. I'm going to try it again, but I did want to share it with you. I just don't like really, really dark books. To be honest, the deep world building fantasy is not completely my style. I like lighter fantasies. Kira, however, loves intense worlds. So I'll try again. Maybe we'll let Kira give this one a shot, but it's definitely a high school level book. So grades 10 and up or ages 15 and up. This is actually a prize copy from Epic Reads. So thank you, Epic Reads, for this book. So the other thing is, this is a very important reminder that not every book is for every person. And what I tell my students is, if you are not enjoying a book, there are so many books. If it's not for an assignment, just put it down, try a different one, or try again later. You guys should remember that too. The Drink Equation by Bart King. This was not exactly what I expected, but it does fall in line with a lot of what he writes. The main character, Noah, has developed this equation called the Drake equation that he uses in this nature preserve to try and protect these birds that he is really fond of. He's a bird watcher. But it turns out the Drake equation is really related to something bigger that is science related. And he ends up running afoul of some otherworldly individuals, and he has to end up saving the day. This is a very action-packed science fiction adventure. For fans of Bart King, or for those who like the typical science fiction adventures, you'll like this book. I would recommend this for grades 5 through 9 or ages 10 to 15. This is a review book from Disney Hyperion. Warlock Holmes, A Study in Brimstone by G.S. Denning. The sequel to this book is coming out shortly. So this is a review copy. The publisher is Titan Books. This book is bizarre and I love it. The first half of the book is a longer story, short novel, about how Warlock Holmes and Dr. John Watson come together. Warlock Holmes is a completely incompetent detective. Pretty much John Watson has to figure everything out. How Warlock managed to survive as a detective is unbeknownst to anybody. But he is friends with Vladislav Lestrade, who is a vampire and the detective for the police department. And Torg Grogson is an ogre. It's going to be similar to the concept of Pride and Prejudice and zombies, or kind of like Sense and Sensibility ability and sea monsters. It doesn't necessarily keep the original text, but it keeps the original concept of those. They have some interesting traits. There's demons, there's, the whole underworld kind of thing. And murders, of course, because any Holmes has to solve murders. It's just kind of funny. If you are a huge Sherlock Holmes fan, you are going to maybe be a little bit offended. Let's hope not, but you could be if you are very serious about your literature. This is not for you. This is for the people who like to laugh and make fun of themselves, and for people who like irreverent, kind of bizarre comedy. Very fun. So the second half of the book is just a series of short stories and short mysteries. This book, I would say most junior high kids are not going to get it. I would put it in high school. Grades 10 and up, or maybe early 9th grade, but ages 15 and up. It's great for adults too.
My do not finish for the week is Phoenix by SF Said. This book has a lot of world building as well. It is a science fiction adventure that takes place in space. I think I was hoping for a little more action. That's probably why I didn't quite take to it, but I think if you like more of the science mystery, you'll like this. Lucky is the main character. He's developing this unusual ability with stars. He keeps dreaming about talking to stars and them singing. And he has this astrolabe that apparently is illegal in the world he lives in. And he and his mom get caught with this astrolabe by these shadow guards or something connected to this astrolabe that everybody wants, and it seems to be an enhancer of his abilities. So the first few chapters were very action-packed, impossible to put down, and then it really dragged on for about another 100 pages, at least for me, but that was more where the mystery was developing. I think if you don't mind a little bit of world-building and mystery, you'll love this book. This is Phoenix by SF Said. It was a review copy from Candlewick Press, and I would recommend it for grade 7 and up or ages 12 and up.
Maybe we should have switched our did not finishes, and we probably would have
finished them.
Just we have different likes. 10 Miles One Way by Patrick Downs is a review book from Flippin Press, which is Penguin Random House. This one is going to be for grades 10 and up or ages 15 and up. This is a book about mental illness, so it's a little dark and a little deep. Not necessarily what I would call a happy book. It's about Nest, and the book opens with Nest has driven her car into a tree at 60 miles an hour. She is manic depressive, and her boyfriend is Q, and he's also her best friend and has been for a very long time. Q's being questioned by the police, mainly because why did you let her drive? This novel is written in the stream of consciousness format, and most of it takes place during a 10-mile walk, because when Nest is depressed, she likes to walk, so she asks Q to go along with her, but Q's not supposed to speak. Most of it is that walk, and it opens and ends with her being unconscious, so we don't know if she lives or if she wakes up at the beginning, and most of it's reflecting back her talking to Q on this walk, but him and just his consciousness. So it seems a little disjointed, like most stream of consciousness written novels, and that does take a very specific type of person to enjoy that kind of book. If you would like that kind of book, this is for you. If you don't, then this is probably going to be a little bit of a hard read, just because it's a very different writing style. It's definitely eye-opening. I think he did a really good job at writing Nest and the manic depressive thing and all of that. It's a review book, and again, it grades 10 and up or ages 15 and up.
Threads by Amy Polanski. This follows two different characters, Clara and Yuming. Yuming is a girl who's been kidnapped and is forced to work in a factory in China. Clara, her sister recently passed away, and she goes to the mall and buys this purse. And inside her purse is this note that says, other character, Yuming, has been kidnapped and is forced to work in this factory in China. So Clara convinces her parents to travel back to China to basically with the hidden agenda of trying to figure out how to save Yuming, which frankly sounds kind of like a dangerous mission. I like this book because it has a very well written character plotline as well as an underlying adventure plotline going on at the same time. If you like character growth and friendship development. Now Clara kind of feels responsible because she lost her sister. She couldn't save her sister to her cancer, so she thinks it's her last chance to make a difference for somebody else that she relates to, kind of like her sister. And through this letter, even though it's only one letter, she starts to feel this bond, this friendship bond with Yuming. Will she succeed to save her? You'll have to find out. Because it has a little bit more serious content, I would recommend it for grades 8 and up or ages 13 and up. This is a review book from Disney Hyperion.
The Last Chance Matinee by Mariah Stewart. This is an arc from Gallery Books, which is Simon and Schuster. This is an adult book, and really this is not even going to appeal to high school students. This is about 3 sisters. 2 of them know their sisters, 1 does not. The dad has a family back east, that's the 1 sister, and he has a family out west, which is the 2. And he is a very big Hollywood talent agent type person. The story opens, he has died, and these 3 girls are not really in contact with him. For all of them, both moms have passed on. So you have Allie and Des, who are the California girls, and then you have Kara, who is from New Jersey. The story opens with them being read the will, they're all come together, and even Allie and Des don't seem to be so close. These girls are all having a fair amount of drama in their own lives to begin with. Allie is recently divorced. Her daughter is mostly with her husband, and she just sees her on weekends so that she could go to this private school by her ex-husband's house. And she's not taking this very well. Actually, she's taken to drinking quite a bit, which was the way her mother was, and it didn't work out so well. Des is living up kind of in the country in more of a cabin, and she likes to rescue dogs. But Des made all of her money acting as a teen, and so she's living off of investments basically. Now Kara has a yoga studio up in New Jersey, and she is more of your naturalist type girl. And her mother's kind of a hippie little granola. And they all come together, they're all quite different. They are told that if they want any of the money, they have to go back to the dad's original town in the Poconos, which is Pennsylvania, and restore this old theater. They've been given a budget to do it, but if they don't successfully do this, all 3 of them together, then nothing for any of them. They're all out. They come to town, they're all kind of in their own little worlds, and the goal is that these 3 sisters will actually get to know each other and become friends and restore the theater. There will be more of these books. There's definitely not an end. There's romantic interests, there's family, there's love. I really enjoyed the characters and getting to know them. I really adore this build of the story. The plot's fun. It's fairly unique. Oh, the characters, I just really love who they are, and they all have these unique backgrounds. Like, they're all so different. It's a good book about family. I would call this a good summer beach read, or one on a plane that's going to take you a little while to finish. This is your book. It's about 400 pages. It's also a good book club book, because in the back there's a reader's guide with some questions and book club stuff for you to go over, including the granola recipe that is in the book. Very good book. This is my favorite one this week.
Mine was probably the bottle flipping one.
To be fair, I also really liked this one, and Kira kept laughing because I kept laughing.
You should just spontaneously laugh at things. It was so fun to watch.
I always spontaneously laugh at things, especially you. Now it's time for bookish news. SyncYA starts this week. SyncYA.com for more information or to sign up for reminders.
This week, American Gods by Neil Gaiman is going to start his TV show series. I'm so excited for it.
And be sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, please. That helps others to find out about more books and news that's coming out about books. To subscribe, there's a little subscribe button below, or about now there should probably be our icon showing above us. You can click on that. If you're in your YouTube account, be sure to click on the little bell. Otherwise, you don't actually hear about all the videos. Let us know what you think. If you have any questions for the librarians, and until next time, happy reading. Bye!